Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well and you're going to join me for some action on the circuits tonight with Grand Prix Legends and UKGPL Season 45. This time we are at Zandvoort, the famous Dutch racetrack. And of course this is the old version without the chicanes, without the changes. And we are racing 67 F1 cars. I'm taking again the Brabham. Because I joined late in this season and I don't want to interfere too much with the championship by taking faster cars, even though I can afford them with the token system. But the Brabham is a good mid-range car, which especially here is quite good because we don't have too many straights and it's very light chassis, so very good torque through the corners as well. We have about 15 minutes until the server is up, so let's join. Actually, let's go offline and test a little bit before the server is up. And then when we have 30 minutes to go, I'm going to exit the server because I'm a reserve driver and I have to wait 5 minutes. And if there is enough room, then I'll join again. But I think there is going to be because we don't have a full grid. Okay, hope everything is good with the sound. So I did some testing in earlier this week. Actually, I did a lot of testing and was trying to fix one big issue on this track, which is the tire temps, especially the left rear, and also trying to find pace, pure pace. But now the thing is, I made a good race setup, but then I found something for qualifying which gave me a lot of pace, additional speed, and I wonder if I can use the same setup for the race. So yeah, I need to test that. Okay, let's go. Just check something. Okay. Unfortunately, I still have the issue with the FPS in Grand Legends. I just cannot fix it. Sometimes the frames just drop all of a sudden for about 1-2 seconds, then they go back up. For no obvious reason, it happens. I hope I can fight for victory, or at least for maybe top 3. Depends what kind of cars the others are taking. This is my personal best so far, 23.47, but I'm not sure I can repeat it. It was very much on the limit. Okay, so let's see. Now I think this is very good for qualifying, but I'm running very stiff anti-roll bars, which heat the tires more, and for the race it may be too much. Actually, maybe I'm going to test it straight away for the race. Also, I'm not sure what amount of fuel we need. I need to calculate in practice because I'm not sure how many laps the race is. We'll see. But yeah, let's put some fuel, maybe like this. It could be too much, I'm not sure. This engine is very efficient on the Brabham. The reason I increased the anti-roll bars is, first of all, I went to very soft suspension. Initially I was driving, especially the front, much stiffer, but this gave better tire management and also more mechanical grip. But then I had to compensate, so I used the anti-roll bars. And in the banked corners it helps to keep the car even instead of rolling too much. And also combating the understeer with a little bit rake angle with the higher rear. But yeah, I don't think this setup is a good idea for the race, at least in the long run. If I if I have to push to the limit. If I don't have to push, then it's fine. But if I have to push to the maximum, it's not so good. But yeah, let's see. Let's see how it is. Okay, just a moment. And this time I'm running the full screen extension. So no problems with the mirrors this time. They won't be cut off by the bottom part. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do. Just 1 second. I forgot. I wanted to make the force feedback lighter. Because I think for this sim, it really helps to not have it too high. So basically when we increase this, it's going to be lighter. Earlier I had a modern F1 race in another championship league, but I hope I can have enough energy to stay focused and have a good performance in this race. And I think this is going to be much tougher than the modern F1, because with this car you need to keep it drifting all the time, keep it under control, be very smooth with the inputs. Also, I blew up several engines in testing for this race because of the crests and staying in the same gear to the limit instead of changing up. So in the actual race I need to be very careful not to mess up the gear shifts, not to stress the engine, especially when it's cold at the beginning. Once it warms up, it's not that much of an issue, but when it's cold, you can blow it immediately if you're not careful. And on cold tires as well, very little grip. It doesn't want to turn, it doesn't want to have traction on acceleration. And now with the fuel as well, it's quite sluggish. I think I may need to change for the race if I'm going to use this setup as a base. Fifth gear to be a little bit longer. Very difficult with fuel to slow down for turn 1. One thing I was experimenting a lot the last time I tested was to keep the tires at optimal pressures as much as possible, but it's very difficult because if you increase the pressures, then you get higher hot pressures after driving around. Then you decrease them, but they become too low. So it keeps changing around depending on the other settings and the way you drive. And also the fuel amount. But one thing I noticed is I was using more lock on power for the differential, and once I went to 60 ramp angle, which is less locking, it became much better on corner exits, on throttle through the corners, because we have long sweeping bends and you don't want the rear tires to fight against each other. Okay, after this lap I'm going to do one more lap and I want to see the tire temps. And then we wait for the server to fire up. Unfortunately, I'm missing the F1 start at Mexico. Only saw the start earlier, but I'm going to watch it later on recording. Some understeer at the moment with this setup, but it's quite stable. I think on this track, if you start ahead and you keep first place, even if you're slower, it's not that difficult to stay ahead. Very, very difficult to overtake. Only on the start-finish straight, and only if you have a bad exit out of the final corner. Okay, I don't like this understeer though. But maybe I just need to adapt a little bit more. Switching between modern F1 cars and these cars is quite a challenging thing. Completely different way of driving. Even though the basic principle remains the same, to try and accelerate as early as possible out of the corners. But without downforce, you just need to drive quite differently. Yeah, understeer snapping into oversteer there. Let's do one more lap actually. Yeah, stepping on the grass there and sliding too much, overheating the left rear tire. Also, I'm running quite long gears for qualifying, which with more race fuel, they're not very optimal as I have to drop the revs so much in some corners. And it creates understeer as well. I'm going to do one more lap. Let's see. Yeah, not a very quick time. Actually, not very quick at all. I'm about 1 second, no, maybe 6-7 tenths of my best with race, and I'm noticing the front left is overheating a lot, not just the rear left. So the understeer is killing my lap time. What could be causing it? It could be the long gears. Which is my race setup? Yeah, this is my race setup, I think, or this. So yeah, 24.3 is my best, and I just did 25.0. Okay, let's go to the server if it's up. See? And the servers are up, actually. Yeah, let's go. But I guess many people are watching F1, so they're not joining yet, but I'm going to go. And try to figure out the race setup, because that's the most important. Even if I do a good qualifying run, I need a good race setup. I mean, this wasn't too bad, but it's not enough. There we go. Yeah, actually, there it is. I set it for the race, so yeah, that's my race setup. The last time I drove a race setup, more or less. Let's try to memorize the pressures. I wonder what's causing the understeer. Could it be the very, very stiff anti? Because I think everything else is not set for understeer. It's fine. Yeah, maybe let's try. Let me see what is. What are the settings in this setup? Yeah, okay, so I have a higher rear. And yeah, more lock. It's not actually that much different. It's not a big difference. What about this? Okay, I changed just the pressures. I think I'm running lower pressures in that race setup. Okay, then. I'm not going to touch the pressures, but let's try indeed lower anti-roll bars. And higher rear. And then for this, I'm not sure. Maybe I guess I can try to see how it handles. And we need to make fifth longer. Something like that. So many setups. I just experimented too much for qualifying. Okay. Oh yeah, let's now pay attention to the fuel as well, so we can set it up. How many laps do we have? 33 laps. Okay. I'm seeing some flickering there, which must be the chat window showing people joining the server or leaving the server. Hopefully once the race begins, it's not going to happen often, only when someone retires. Unfortunately, you cannot disable the system messages, and the game is not designed for a full vertical screen. Yeah, I'm noticing some FPS drops so far, but only by about 1-2 frames. As long as it doesn't happen under braking, it's not that bad. Oh yeah, more drop here. Okay, so we have 7.5 minutes until I have to exit the server for 5 minutes. I can do about 4 laps maybe in that time. I don't like this snapping around of the rear end. Sometimes it happens without any signs. You try to anticipate it, but it's not always possible. Because the tire temps make a difference too. I think maybe I should go with a bit shorter gears for the race. Because until we go low on fuel, it seems to be quite difficult to drive with the long gears. Yeah, you can see here I have to drop the revs so much, it just understeers. Fourth gear is not too bad, but third and second gears. Even though third gear for this part is good this way, so yeah, difficult to set it up properly, but for the last corner it's too long. I can adapt my driving, of course, just slowing down earlier. And second, very long. Maybe after a few laps, when the fuel goes down and the tires are warmed up, it's not going to be that bad. So perhaps I'm judging too quickly. The question is, do we need pace at the start of the race or afterwards? Oh, this wasn't good. That was quite an oversteering moment. Which is just causing the rears to overheat even more. Okay, 2 more laps and then I exit. This off-camber corner is so difficult to get right. If you just overdo it a little bit, you drift wide. It's not a good thing. Okay, some understeer in that corner and in this one as well. I guess I'm carrying too much speed. For some reason, I still overheat the front. And I didn't have that problem before. But now it is 24.6 now. I guess without mistakes it could be 24.4 or something like that. Yeah, no need to do another lap. I saw what I needed to see. And John in the Cooper very, very quick. I like the change for the rear right height. I think it gives a little bit less understeer, but now the question is what to do. Should I go one click for each tire for the race? Down. Even though, I think at the moment actually the fronts are not optimal pressure. The rears are, but the fronts are maybe a little bit hard. So yeah, maybe we can do something like that. Maybe even like this. But let's try one click first and then we'll see. Not to make big changes. Because already I think the balance is quite good. Let me save separately. But yeah, I'm definitely going with the qualifying setup changed for the race instead of my previous test setup, even though the previous is quite nice. Maybe I should give it a go once to compare. Yeah, let's exit now and we'll see afterwards. Wow, John improving 24.3. This is a great time for the Cooper. Because I think the Bravo is much quicker car. And even though this track suits the Cooper, it's not going to be a big difference between us if I manage to do a 23 something. Let's exit and wait for 5 minutes. Okay, why is it not loading? Ah, there it is. How many people do we have on the server at the moment? 11 people, okay, so still plenty of room. By the way, the reason I decided to continue participating is, let me show you. No, I don't have it open. Okay. My Opera is working very slow for some reason. Okay. Yeah, so basically, if I keep taking the Brabham, I can always take it. Also, I think this circuit Zandvoort, then Harama, then the last race Nürburgring Nordschleife is very good match for the car. This track Molinsart I watched on board, I don't know the track, it's very long lap, I need to learn it, and maybe it's not so good for Brabham, but the other three are quite good. And together with the previous one at Charade. So my idea is, if I can somehow win them, I even have a chance for the championship. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but who knows? If I can get to the front and not make mistakes, not blow up, not have an incident at the start, then it's possible. Also because I'm trying to help Turbo to fight with the competition in the team's championship. Okay, one more minute and we'll join. Renato Jungle, I saw him go very, very quick. But in the Eagle, now I see he's with the Brabham. Yeah, I think some fast people are missing for the moment, but maybe they'll join later. We'll see. If it turns out that we don't have competition, it's going to be a little bit of a boring race. And I'll have to keep concentration through the whole race because it's very, very difficult track. But okay. The problem is I don't know some of these people, how fast they are. I'm not racing regularly. Otherwise, if I knew who is going to enter, I could have even picked the Cooper as well, for example, or the Honda or something like that, and save some tokens for that other circuit which I don't know. Okay, let's join. Let's reduce the graphics just a little bit, just in case. Now let's try first to do a good qualifying time, and then I can focus on the race, because I'm not sure I can nail a good lap on the first attempt. It's very, very difficult to do it right. Especially with this open differential, the car keeps rotating so much. You need to unwind very precisely. But it's also better for the tires. Okay. Well, how much fuel? Ah, I forgot to check the fuel, by the way. Yeah, I need to do that. Okay, so on the exit of turn 1, when I'm seeing the pit lane, I get a frames drop for some reason. Yeah, I'm getting more drops now of frames. I really have no idea why. It makes no sense, because this is such an old game. And actually with a slower video card, I had no issues whatsoever before. Wow, such a difference with less fuel. The car is much more responsive. Wow, huge frames drops there. Too many mistakes. Yeah, just under 24, but too many mistakes. I cannot hit the line because the frames changing is also messing up with my flow and my focus. I wonder if I can change back to maybe this and see if I can control it. Let's try. And maybe even go with a softer front anti-roll bar. And then compensate with the rear. Let's try. I don't have much time. And I again forgot to check the fuel consumption, but I think it's about 2 liters per lap. Something like that. Maybe less. Yeah, it has to be less actually. But close to it. Maybe 1.8 or something. Now let's not overdo it on the first flying lap, so we can keep the tires in good shape for the second attempt. Wow, with the softer front anti-roll bar, it turns so easy now. But I need to wait until the tires are warmed up. But it could be too oversteery at the moment. I'm giving slipstream to the guy behind, but it's fine. Hey, gimme! Okay, let's try to do now a good lap with the warm tires. some mistakes, but maybe it's going to be quicker. Nice, 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 nice. 23.49. I think I lost a tenth at least with 2 mistakes, but at the same time I managed to nail. What do you mean? You can see the standings? I can see them. I can see them in the top right. Is it not showing properly on your end? Because it looks fine on my end. And again, I forgot to check the fuel, by the way. Oh, my camera! Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. But actually, you can see on the left player relative, you can actually see the gap there. On the right where the camera is just other information. Yeah, because I don't want to exit and lose the replay. Now that I did a good qualifying run. Okay, so 200ths of a second of my best. I don't think I'm going to bother with qualifying. We don't have time. So yeah, let me just save this. Because it wasn't a bad balance. It's quite tricky with the soft front anti-roll bar, but it was fast. Okay, 23.49. Now let's get back to the race setup. I got so many setups now. And let's figure out what to change. Yeah, I need to, you're right, I need to change it for Grand Legends. Because none of you commented before about it, so I had no idea. I didn't think about it. Okay, so let's try with these pressure changes and see if we can get a little bit less understeer, and then also calculate the fuel. But yeah, judging from the people on the server and the times, oh my god, such a massive drop again in frames. Why is it happening? Why? Yeah, judging from the times, I guess I could have gone with the Cooper as well. Or maybe the Honda. The BRM, I'm not sure. The BRM is probably too slow. At least in my hands. But too late now. I was honestly expecting more competition, but I think the fastest people didn't enter the race for some reason. Except John, but John is with the Cooper, so he cannot compete with the Brabham. Oh. Okay, let's see the fuel now. $54.0. Okay. Yeah, 54-0, so let's see. 52-5. Just over 52-4, so 1.55, let's say, per lap. Yeah, 1.6 if I want to be safe because the car is going to go quicker, so you're right. Let's use 1.6. Too lazy to calculate it by myself, so let's use calculator. 52.8, so I'm almost at the correct amount. Actually, I am at the correct amount because I cannot go at 53. So yeah, I guess I'm already set. And I'm happy with the setup. It's not perfect, but it's predictable. If I don't overdo it, it's fine. We don't know about how it's going to be when the fuel goes down, but I guess I have to adapt. And basically we don't have any competition, so if I take the start and just keep it on the road and deal with the frame drops and don't blow up the engine, it should be our win, but who knows? You never know in these races. Yeah, okay. So 5 minutes remaining. I think I'm going to do one more qualifying run, just to try and somehow improve. But I'm going to lower the front pressures. And then I'm going to let's try something like that. But I don't have time. Do we have enough time for 2 flying laps? Come on. Because I don't want to override this setup. Okay. 4 minutes. Maybe I'm not going to make it for the 3rd lap. Oh, yes. Actually, yes, we're going to have just enough time to start the second lineup. The balance is quite good with these changes, but is it quicker? I don't know. Maybe if I do a perfect lap. Okay, let's see. We need a really good exit. Too many corrections. We couldn't do it. We improved 2 sectors, but I lost 1/10 in the first and half a tenth in the third. The setup is nice, I guess. It's mostly about the driving. But yeah, a little bit disappointing that some of the faster guys are not taking part in the races. I don't know why. And others, of course, because they are doing the full season, they have to save tokens, are taking the slower cars. Thank you, Dimi. Good luck indeed. Let's hope we can have a good clean race. And by the way, double front row for turbo racing. Okay. Yeah, this is the race setup. Everything seems good. So let's be careful. 2 things. The engine, very, very important when it's cold oil temp and water temps. And the cold tires and braking for turn 1, very easy to overdo it. Okay, we are on the inside, which is good. Oh my god, the car moved. My coach is not working properly. Almost got a false start there. I hope I didn't, actually. Yeah, overdoing it on braking for with cold tires, very, very tricky. Let's be careful over the crests and just a short shift to preserve the engine. And maybe we can also give our teammate John some slipstream on the straights. Not very effective on this circuit, but still. Wow, he's pushing very hard. I don't dare to push too much at the moment, just because to look after the engine. The top speed is actually not too different between the Cooper and the Brabham. And I guess with race fuel, the pace isn't that much different either, especially if John is pushing hard, which he seems to be doing at the moment. And it's not like I'm taking it too easy, he is just very quick on full tanks and cold tires. But it was pretty much the same thing in at Charade at Clermont. I forgot who was in second there, but he was pushing me very hard the first 2 laps. Oh, thank you, Starving. Didn't see. Yeah, I guess because on cold tires and with the frame problems, I'm just not confident enough to push immediately to the limit. But at least I have the benefit of being on pole and dictating the pace. So let's just look after the engine and keep it on the road and not overheat the rear tires. And we are already almost 5 seconds ahead of third place. Yeah, I shouldn't be changing to first gear there. Oh no! He went off. I hope he can rejoin fast. Yeah, he managed to rejoin. I think I almost went off as well. It's just very difficult to judge the breaking point exactly, because it depends so much on your exit of the final corner. I had the same issue in that corner with the 55s, if you remember. One lap it was fine, the next lap it was not. Yeah, some nasty frame drop just at the apex of the corner. Didn't feel so nice. But the balance is very good, and I'm liking the temps, by the way. Even though I'm not pushing absolutely to the limit, but the temps are staying in a good range for the tires. Overheating the rears now. And it almost caught me by surprise there. I must have overheated them already in the previous corners without realizing. Because I was pushing just a little bit more in those previous 2 laps. Until then the lap was very good, but unfortunately not anymore. Yeah, I think is this corner, the long right. If you don't keep it to the inside, it's very easy to overheat the left rear from drifting quite. By the way, I think the Grand Prix distance for this track is 90 laps. So we're doing just 1/3 of that, more or less. Just over 1/3. The full race, I think, is well over 2 hours. Maybe 2 hours and a half, something like that. Or maybe not that much, but for sure over 2 hours. Yeah. I shouldn't lift it so suddenly. It sends the car into too much oversteer. John is actually keeping the pace. Very, very impressive driving in the Cooper by him. Okay, keep messing up the gear shifts for some reason in this part of the lap. Wow. The balance is now a little bit off compared to earlier. Hopefully it's going to improve as the fuel goes down. This often happens with my setups. The middle part of the race is not so balanced. Too many mistakes. Okay, that was a really quick lap. 24.1. I just need to avoid sliding too much. The tire tap is not going down, but at least if I don't slide around, it's not getting worse. And I'm not losing that much time. Especially in this corner. Yeah, something like that. I was looking at pre-blue there. I think that was Donny letting me through. The battle for third seems to be extremely close. Several drivers within 1 second. 3 drivers, yeah. Let's be careful with the back markers because you never know when they're going to let you through. Yeah. Better to lose some time than risk getting too close. That was Andreas letting me through. Oh, we are just at half through the race. 18 laps to go. Okay, improving by 100, my best luck. I was hoping for a 23, but maybe it's too early with this fuel amount. Plus I made some mistakes in the second half of the lap. Oh, John fell behind. He must have spun or something because now Enrique is just 3 seconds behind him. Let's hope John can keep the position. Because the problem is, I think Enrique is with the Lotus, if I'm not mistaken. If he gets some slipstream, it's going to be very difficult to shake him off. The Lotus will be flying on the start-finish straight. Okay, 14 laps to go, and Enrique is now about 4 seconds behind John, so I think John is quicker if he doesn't make mistakes. He managed to keep up with me for so long. I can see a problem with this soft suspension that I'm running. Whenever I'm braking harder, the car is dipping forward so much. Which shifts a lot of weight to the front. And I can lose the rear end. Oh no! John is gone! Oh no, what happened? Ah, such a shame. What happened with him? Was it disconnector incident, or maybe his engine expired? Maybe if he is out of the race, he can come and comment in the chat and tell us what happened. The car is starting to feel very good again, so I think I'm going to try to do a fastest lap at the end. But I need to really look after the engine because I'm still worried. I hope I didn't mess up somewhere with the gear shifts or hitting the ref limiter too much over the crests. And because in some corners it's better to stay in the same gear instead of shifting up. And sometimes I did that, even in the race. I mean better in terms of lap time, it's faster. Okay, 11 laps to go now. Opening the corner too much. I'm trying to see how the car handles when I push a little bit more, so I would know what to expect. Hey John, what happened? You flipped in the tunnel corner, oh no. Very, very dangerous corner. Did you go onto the banking and then flip over? Sorry, I cannot read too long messages. Too many corners here, not enough straights. Okay, the last lap was 24.2, but I messed up a little bit. Flipped on a bank, yeah. By the way, John, you were incredibly quick at the beginning. I was really impressed. On cold tires, you were pushing me so hard. I wasn't really taking it that much easy, but you really kept up for a long time. And then you have that off at turn 1, which gave me breathing room and no more slipstream for you. But even afterwards I noticed you managed to keep up in most laps the distance. So really impressive driving there. It's a shame that you couldn't keep second place, because I think you fully deserve it. And basically you actually deserve the win, because I'm entering this championship in the middle and taking whatever car I want. Maybe I should have taken the Cooper, so we'll make it more interesting, but I wasn't expecting you in the Cooper to be second, to be honest. I was thinking maybe we're going to have some aliens in Ferrari, Brabham, or maybe even Eagle and Lotus. Yeah, it was quite fun. Although it was quite stressing for me to see you in very close in the mirrors. Because the Brabham with so much torque is very tricky on cold tires. Also, I didn't want to risk the engine too early, as I blew up several times in testing. Okay, I think on the next lap I'm going to try and go for the fastest lap. And then we can try again on the last lap or something. Once the temperatures cool down a little bit. Some understeer with less fuel. Not ideal, but maybe it's going to be faster than before. Oh my god, almost losing the air barrier. Yeah, not a very good exit. $23.7, nice. I was expecting slower that time, but I guess the low fuel amount made the difference. Okay, what is going on here now? Is he not getting the blue flags? Yeah, definitely some understeer now with less fuel, so next time I try for the fastest lap, I have to keep that in mind. And then he snaps into oversteer on the corner exits. Especially the off-camber ones. Like in the middle of the lap and this turn here at the end. Lap car stopped on corner entry. I hit them. Oh my. Is that why you dropped so much time? By the way. You went from like 5 seconds to 14 seconds behind. Maybe afterwards you had some damage which affected the balance and caused you to go off into the banking. Okay, 5 laps to go. My hands are hurting, by the way. I'm gripping the steering wheel too hard, but it's just so many corrections on this circuit, in this car. I think it's even worse than Clermont, because in Clermont we didn't have too many fast, long corners. It was more of a Mickey Mouse type of track. Also because I guess I was driving earlier for about 3 hours, so now I'm getting the side effects. Fortunately, I didn't forget to change the force feedback and make it lighter. Oh my god. Yeah, I was trying to push for fastest lap, but so much understeer there, and then it's not. Worst mistake of the race. Yeah, the front left is too high on temperature. At least for the balance I'm looking for. And now the rear left is quite overheating. Let's run the next 2 laps before the end. Yeah, now the tires are overheated. I think I did the same lap time as my qualifying time. Exactly the same, at least down to the hundredth of a second. And that's with a different setup, which is interesting. I think the car has potential for maybe, at least for me, maybe 23.2, but it has to be really perfect somehow. With the tire temps and the driving. Oh. Nice. Just one mistake, even though it was quite a scary moment. But otherwise it was good. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Sorry for your result. You were going so well. You truly deserved that second place. And it also would have been a nice double win for Turbo Racing, which would have made Jimmy happy, I guess, but maybe next time. Thank you, Jimmy. Hey, CB, Master Top Domination. Butt Top Man Domination. Don't fire me. Yeah, I don't think it was your fault, because on this track, very easy to mess up that corner. I've messed it up so many times in the past. What about the fuel? We still have, by the way, over... I guess we had about 5.8 liters. Almost 6 liters left. Interesting. I guess because I was short shifting so many times to save the engine, I was saving a lot of fuel. I took 55. Oh, but yeah, that's why I have more fuel, because I couldn't take 53. The next click was 52 liters. Okay, let's save the replay. Oh, you started with 75. Oh, this doesn't sound right. Is the Cooper really that hungry? Maybe I don't remember, but 20 liters difference. That probably costs you 2/10 per lap, at least. I don't know. Let's check, by the way, but let's wait for the newspaper first. And then I'll check. Oh. And then we will wait a little bit to see if Phil is going to upload the results, so we can check the standings before I end the stream. Oh, by the way, John, you're still on the server. I see. I guess the benefit of running window mode, which unfortunately on my PC is dropping the frames too much. Ah, Donny is with the BRM. I see. That explains why he was so slow in the corners. Okay, took a screenshot. Let's check the fuel amount for the Cooper. I'm curious to see. Actually, no, I just need to calculate the amount you set in gallons. I can't quite remember, but I think the Cooper wasn't the hungriest car. Something like the BRM, the Ferrari, and Honda were using a lot more fuel. Okay, let's change to English. You said 20 gallons. Yeah, that seems a lot. Yeah, 74 liters. But maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe the Cooper really is much... because Brabham probably has the more efficient engine. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. Actually, you know, because we have to wait until the results are up. Let's try the Cooper and see the consumption. Let's do a quick test. Oh, wait, I didn't have to exit. Yeah, but I just need to make a setup quickly. I don't have one. So let's go with English. Actually, no, I first need to set up and then we'll do it. Let's just improvise some setup. Maybe the same as the Brabham. Or just about. It was, yeah, let's go with 70. Now, what about the gears? Do I remember the gears? No. But I think we need longer gears. Something like that. You calculated 2.15. I had about 1.6 per lap, maybe even a little bit less. But let's see, maybe the Cooper really is much hungrier. Much more hungry than the Brabham. Wow, so little torque compared to the Brabham. I'm pressing the throttle and nothing is happening. I see, it's coming in the higher revs all of a sudden. Maybe I made the gears too long. Wow, such nice handling though. I love the handling of the Cooper. Yeah, I guess I'm arriving at lower speed, so I don't have to turn that early into the corner. Okay, let's pay attention to the fuel now. And if I don't mess up the lap, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not reaching even 5th gear. 73.2. Yeah, I made the gears too long. I'm basically driving with 4-speed gearbox at the moment. Yeah, actually you're not that far off. It was 1.7, and let's say I wasn't optimal with the gears and driving, so maybe 1.8, but still far off from 2.15, especially for the race where you short shift and look after the engine. So I think you put too much. Let me calculate. If it was 1. Oh, thank you for the. Yeah, I'm going to enter those gears. Thank you, John. Let's calculate. 37, 1.8, let's say. Yeah, you could have gone with 66 liters, so about 2 gallons less, or 3 gallons, something like that. 10 liters less. Let me enter those values. I like this car much better in terms of handling. Maybe I should have gone with the Cooper. But yeah, I was just expecting more competition from the other guys. Let's see. Yeah, I guess you're using first even in turn 1? Is that why it's so long? And then second is shorter. Third is much shorter. Yeah, I guess you have the gear spaced much closer near the top. And using sometimes fourth, third, depending on the corners. 3.68. Okay. I want to try one more time just to see how it is with proper gears. Maybe change this. Maybe reduce the front. Yeah, let's try. And let's lower the fuel just to see what we can do. Yeah, it's very smooth. It's very... Second corner and hairpin. Okay, I see. You go down to first down in the dip in the second corner. Okay. And after we do 1-2 flying laps, I'm going to check the results if they are up on the forums. I guess you're staying in third gear through that section. Yeah, I think I may set up the gears a little bit different. Closer to what I have in the Brabham. So we can use third gear and fourth gear more often. And then fifth gear could be spaced out a little bit more for the start-finish straight. Oh, you used 4th gear there, okay. But the rev's dropping so much. I guess you are going fully off throttle. Maybe that's why it's working for you. I guess I have to judge once the tires are up to 10, not before that. Okay, let's do one more lap with the tires in better shape now. Wow, so much understeer. Yeah, I messed up there. Carrying too much speed. It's just the front end is understeering too much on corner entry. Yeah, your lap time in qualifying was really impressive. Judging from my time now, it was 6/10 quicker than this. Okay. Yeah, you can keep the rears from spinning, but I think you with this car you need to keep it all the time in the optimal torque, which is very high revs. Then you can really keep it going. But you were already quick, so I guess you somehow adapted those kind of gears to your driving. Yeah. I think very, very close, because I can see it will take a lot of testing and pushing to get to such a lap time. Because I already told you earlier in Messenger, I remember 24 being a very, very good time for the Cooper. And I think my best was maybe 24. So yeah, really impressive job. Yeah. You should give it a go, because you can see how when you reach certain revs, suddenly the torque is coming. And I think you can use that to keep the car rotating and launch better off the corners. Okay, let's check the forums. Maybe the results are going to be up now. No? Still nothing, maybe. Ah, there we go. There we go. Not a record, because I think I hold the record for this track from 2008 in a Lotus. I don't even remember why I drove the Lotus back then, but yeah, I have some 122s in the Lotus. And I think the world record is maybe a 20. For sure, a 21 easy, but maybe even a 20, who knows. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's check the standings. Ah, okay, I already have it opened. Okay, so jumping up to 6th now with 100 points. And I'm already dropping 0 points with the rules, so... But now Pat is 187. But he has to drop, at the moment, 58 points. So actually not that far behind. Now. And I think at Harama, again, the Brabham is a really good car. If you manage to set it up and drive it correctly, because I remember driving Harama in OAO 2007, it was a championship decider, and I was with the Brabham. And I somehow managed to win, but I tested so much back then. And managed to do a good setup, but I'm not sure if I even have that setup, or if I'm going to like it now. So yeah. It's going to be very difficult race, because on that track you need to be so precise on turn 1 on braking, just to carry enough speed and keep the car going, and then to be precise around the curbs and the final corner, not to cut too much. It's one worst. Oh, it's one worst. Oh, okay. Let me see. It's not. Yeah, you might be right, because only 8 races. I think it's set somewhere here. Each driver has discarded the worst result. Oh, okay. So it's too early to say. Too early. The gap is quite big. We are now P1 in team. Oh, yeah. Nice. I guess Blue Moose had a bad result. But how did we get so many points, by the way? Did you score points because you covered enough distance before retiring? Is it 50%? I think maybe it says here. Drivers must complete 50%. Nice. How many did you complete? Let me check. Was it on the verge of not scoring? 15 laps. Oh, okay. You were well over the limit. Actually, not well over, just 3 laps. 3 or 4 laps over the point scoring threshold. You only have 10 tokens. No, I always have 10, but you get 10 for starting a race. So basically I always have 20 tokens. The Brabham costs 10, and I get 10 for each start. So I'm staying at 10 tokens, the basic level. But the problem is for this track, Molinsart, which seems a very fast track, maybe I can take a faster car like the Ferrari and then go with the Cooper for Nordschleife or something. Because I think Cooper at Nordschleife is quite nice, even though it's a very heavy car, it can bottom a lot. But it has nice handling, so I don't know. Why Enrique is excluded? Oh, is he? Oh yeah, where is Enrique? Excluded. Started with 1 penalty points. What does that mean? Works D, works T. Actually, I'm going to ask what is happening. Yeah, last week the quali with distance test. Oh, Sabo. Okay, let's ask. Interesting. Karama is fun. Yeah, it's fun, but in these cars it's very, very tricky. So I don't know. I mean, maybe in the Cooper it's fun, in the Ferrari it's fun, in the Brabham it's... the Brabham is really quick, but you have to be so precise with the throttle. You touch a little bit more and then the car goes somewhere. Okay, let's write a quick report. Why Windows 10? What do you mean? Do you not know that my PC doesn't support Windows 11? I cannot put it even if I wanted to. It's because of the CPU. Shows he has 0 tokens. Oh, I see. Maybe. But it says he has 1 penalty point. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll see. Then managed to... That Bill guy. Yeah. Windows 11 has requirements. By the way, your camera shows great colors. Yeah, it's a very cheap old camera, by the way. So I think it's my lighting in the room. I have a really good light bulb, which gives more natural lighting. Yeah, my camera has automatic Photoshop capabilities, I guess. What was I going to check? Wait, I was thinking about something, but I forgot. Yeah, what were we talking about before I started writing? I was going to check or show something. Anyway, let me see. What is this? Maybe something to do with this. Wait. No, this penalty point is from another round, so it's not that. It's not that. Yeah, it's fine, Jimmy. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, if you don't care about the championship, then yeah, I guess it's all the same. I'm only doing this because I have a feeling if I win all the races, which is a little bit greedy, but if I win all the races, I have a chance for the title, so that's why I'm doing this. It's a selfish reason. I'm only doing it for myself. By the way, I was contemplating earlier, when John was pushing so hard, should I not let him through? Because he was already fighting, but then he made a mistake and I didn't have to think about it anymore. But yeah. I guess until Dimi instructs the team, the drivers, to let each other through, until he employs team orders, we can do whatever we want. Throw pity at me. No, I mean, because you were so quick in the Cooper, it kind of felt unfair that I could take whatever car I want and interfere in a way. Plus, I think it will be deserved if you win the race in the Cooper. By the way, let's see. Maybe Tristan. This is Tristan, right? Maybe Tristan is skipping this, but no, it doesn't make sense. Maybe he's busy or something. Yeah, I'm sure Tristan, if he showed up, he would have been really, really quick. I don't let anyone through. Unless they have very strong financial argument. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop now to rest. I was going to say something earlier, but I forgot. Maybe next time. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite fun for me. It was a nice chase earlier with John, and then we had some fun trying to get the fastest lap, and I really enjoyed it. And when is the next race? Let's see. Rama, November 10th, so another 2 weeks, and then we are at Rama. And I'm not sure if I'm going to stream any RBR, maybe not, because I have to race in the other championship with Modern F1 and to do this one, and it's going to be too much. So I'm going to see you next time. Take care and have a nice week next week. Bye bye.